Good morning, biology students. I'm sorry I canceled the Google Meet this morning, but hopefully you'll be able to get all the help you need from this video. What I'm going to do is just show you the assignment on Schoology. And so your class looks like this, biology. Let me float this on top. And your materials in week 1. There was a discussion that you had to do this week, and then a video to watch about cell differences, and then a fungal cells reading, so another type of cells. And then you'll see 1.4 Superbugs, and basically that is a PDF that I took from Scholastic, and it just fits because we're talking about cells, but also we're on lockdown now. So I thought this would be good, and it'll help you kind of understand some things about the spread of diseases. So it's called The Danger of Superbugs. When you were little and had a painful ear infection or strep throat, chances are your doctor prescribed you the pink bubblegum medicine, and that medicine was likely some version of penicillin, a powerful antibiotic discovered in 1928 that has saved the lives of people around the world. Antibiotics work by killing the bacteria that cause infections, but bacteria aren't the only things that cause disease. Viruses, like those that cause the common cold and COVID-19, can also make people sick. But antibiotics don't work on viruses. Bacteria and viruses are both types of pathogens, germs, yet they are very different. Many viruses replicate, copy themselves to increase their numbers in the body much, much faster than bacteria do, explains Matt Doherty, PhD, an assistant professor at the University of California, San Diego. Another big difference, bacteria have several thousand genes that code for the proteins that make up their cells, but most viruses have only about 10 genes. As a result, there are fewer targets you can hit on a virus to wipe it out, says Dr. Doherty. For these reasons, scientists have had trouble finding drugs to treat some viral infections. Bacteria can also live on their own, in soil, for example, or in our bodies. But viruses need to be inside of our cells to replicate, says Nels Eld, PhD, associate professor at the University of Utah. Technically, they're not really alive the way bacteria are. When they infect a cell or they infect a host, you might consider them to almost become alive, whereas bacteria can only live by themselves. Okay, so that's the start of the reading, the first part. Now, when you go back, you'll see that there's some questions on a PDF here as well. So you're going to open up the questions and you'll see, I think I only put like 6. Yeah, just 6 of them. So the first question said, what are 3 differences between viruses and bacteria? Okay, so I think I read about that, so I'm going to go back to that one. So 3 differences. Many viruses replicate much faster than bacteria do, so that would be 1. Viruses replicate faster. Let's see, it says bacteria have several thousand genes that code for the proteins that make up their cells, but viruses have only about 10 genes. That's a difference. Viruses are much bigger genome-wise. And bacteria can live on their own in soil or in our bodies. Viruses can't. They need to be inside of a cell in order to replicate. So bacteria are considered alive because they are actually cells. Viruses actually aren't cells. So I think that was 4 of them. Now, the next question says draw the virus. So here's the virus. I put it here. I'm wondering if you can draw it on Notability. So give that a try. And then you're going to keep reading and you're going to answer 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me know what questions you have about these. I'll be reading your answers. Have a good day, everyone.